Okay, we're here to talk about the defeat. It wasn't even really a defeat. It was a absolute mauling of Anthony Joshua by Daniel Dubois. I did have Daniel Dubois losing the fight. That was my prediction for obvious reasons. I mean, if you look at the stats from DAZN, I think it was between 87% of people had AJ winning, so I was definitely not in the minority, and I just thought that Daniel wouldn't be able to do it from all the right hands that he took from Hrgović. But AJ did not come to play. Let's just be honest. Daniel was way more aggressive from the get-go, and AJ was slow. Every time they both went to jab, Daniel Dubois was faster to the jab, and rather than take anything away from Dubois and say, oh, AJ just wasn't with it or there was something wrong. Nope, forget that. Daniel was better on the day. That's all what counts. And he made AJ look like an old man. That's what he said. He said, I'm going to make AJ look old and I'm going to be the King Slayer. That's what he said. That's what he did. So big up Daniel Dubois. Big up his trainer, Don Charles, and all of the rest of his family that's being behind him from the start. He's now a legit world champion because he's beat a good former world champion that was coming off of good form. So, not taking anything away from Daniel Dubois. But here's the other question that people are going to say. People are saying that AJ needs to retire. And I think that that's ridiculous. I mean, number one, do I think he should rematch Daniel Dubois right away? No, but I do think he doesn't need to just take on some journeyman that he's going to knock out within a round or two. I think he still needs tough fights. And he said he's not planning on retiring because he's a warrior. I'm a warrior. That's what he said, right? So, holding him to that, then no, he doesn't need to retire. Think about this. The heavyweight division is in a good place. Let's put this into perspective. AJ loses to Andy Ruiz. Andy Ruiz loses to AJ in the rematch, right? Then Andy Ruiz also draws with Big Baby Miller. Big Baby Miller had just lost to Daniel Dubois. Daniel Dubois lost to Joe Joyce. Joe Joyce lost to old man Derek Chisora. Joseph Parker lost to Joe Joyce, the same guy who beat Daniel Dubois. Sorry, my radar's going off. So yeah, Joe Joyce beat Joseph Parker, who is a great fighter, and he also beat Daniel Dubois. So Joe Joyce has he might not have the chin right now, but he had the ability to become a world champion. And then Tyson Fury lost to the jumped up middleweight Usyk, who has beat everybody who's a cruiserweight, or he came from cruiserweight. And then you have Zhilei Zhang that lost to Hrgović. But Zhang also put Parker on his butt twice, put Hrgović down too, and I think Zhang won against Hrgović, and Hrgović also lost against Daniel Dubois. So this shows that in the heavyweight division, it's not as obvious as the other divisions because one punch can change everything. So can AJ come back and spark out Joseph Parker if he catches him right? Yes. Can Parker beat AJ? Yes, because they had a close fight in the first place. Joseph Parker has better boxing skills than AJ in general. I just think he doesn't necessarily have the same physical gifts that God gave AJ. The body, the height, the speed. Joseph doesn't have all of that, but he's still a great fighter. Can Joe Joyce come back and beat someone good? Can Joe Joyce beat a Dillian Whyte? Probably yes, if he gets back on track. So the point is, in this division, anyone can take an L. Usyk can take an L. He can take an L to AJ. I think that one of the best matchups would be Usyk versus Joseph Parker, because they both have good movement, they're both strong, they both can really box, and I think it would be a close fight. Styles make fights. So do I think AJ should retire? No. We still can see the Tyson Fury AJ fight. We can still see the Wilder AJ fight, especially if they're both coming off of a loss, guess what? If those two were on a card to fight, it would still probably be the most popular fight. It would be the most important one, because AJ and Wilder and Fury, they still have that much draw. So I don't want him to retire. He's still done great things for British boxing. His legacy is already set. He's already two-time heavyweight champ. He's already gold medalist. He's already got a very good resume as far as who he's beat, but now he's just got a lot of losses on his record. Not a lot. I mean, what's he got? 4? 2 to Usyk, 1 to Ruiz, which he avenged, and 1 to Daniel Dubois. That's not that bad. You know, go and look at some of the old-timers' records. They've lost 4, 5, 6 fights. Sure, they fought more, but AJ's the cash cow, so people are still going to want to fight him. So let's wait and see. Let him get his head right. You can't make a decision about retiring right after you've been punched in the head like that. You're not going to make a good decision. For God's sake, Tyson Fury said Happy New Year, and it wasn't anywhere close to New Year. So come on, when you've been hit like that, your mind's not in the right spot. So let's show some respect to Mr. Dubois. He did a fantastic job. As an Englishman, I'm proud that he won, or AJ. AJ's one of my favorites. I wanted to see him make history, being 3-time champ. But guess what? The young lion came up, and the young lion took it from AJ and kept his belt. Stole AJ's heart. So let's see if he can come back. Let's see if he does a rematch. I'd watch a rematch. You guys would watch the rematch. Let me know what you think. Should AJ retire? Is he done? Or should he keep going? Should he keep fighting? Should he keep punching? See the marks? That's from punching as well. Bang! Right in the noggin. Anyway, like the video, subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.